Awesome. Now, I'm actually going to save this here. Okay, we're going to follow these 8 steps, okay? From the top. Because I know for a fact that some of you guys don't have all this down. So I want to go over it with you. And this call is being recorded, so you can always come back and watch this recording. All right. Who's ready? Drop some fire emoji in the chat box. You guys are ready. You guys are excited to go over this 8 steps, okay, to the T, with you guys to really simplify the process. And when you follow these 8 steps, you do it over and over again, it's gonna all make sense. It's gonna come in, it's gonna come simple. And I use these 8 steps. I've been using these 8 steps for the past. I back tested it. You know that this is the reason why I got 90% win rates because these 8 steps in May. All right. And it works because I've been able to combine, from Jay Awal, his trend trap, Evan Cabral, Mike Navarrete, liquidity and smart money. I've been able to combine all that into these 8 steps. Okay. I've been able to learn like from my trading experience, from almost 4 years of trading and investing, I've been able to like really come up with this. And because this was helped me. Because I've been able to like combine, with smart money, market structure, price action, break and retest, with trend trap. I've been able to combine all that into this 8 step system that I've been able to use to take my trades and for my confirmations. Now, I'm gonna start off at the 4 hour. At the 4 hour, we look at market direction. Okay. At the 4 hour, we look at market direction. What do we see? What type of phase are we on? Are we in uptrend, downtrend, or consolidation right now? Where price is currently at 23.36. Are we in consolidation, uptrend, or downtrend? Let me know in the chat. Based off price, I want to see where price is currently right here. Okay. Right here. But where do we see price? So are we seeing price in consolidation phase, uptrend, or downtrend? Let me know in the chat. Consolidation, consolidation, consolidation. Yep. Right now, price is consolidating. Price right now is consolidating. So this is where we at. Price was uptrending back here, and then it went on a pullback, and then it started to consolidate, right? We're looking at the bigger picture. We're looking at the overall picture. I'm looking at the 4 hours. So right now, where price is currently at, right now it's consolidating. Okay. So yes, we are in consolidation phase, and we're looking for that next break of structure, whether to the upside or the downside. Yes, you can catch some trades during consolidation. You can catch that buy or that sell. You can take advantage of that. But the ideal way to do it is on a trend. It's best to take trades when you see this happening, right? When there's a trend happening. Ideally, it's best to take trades whenever there's a trend happening. But when it's in consolidation, you want to wait for that next break of structure, either to the upside or to the downside. Okay. Now that's what we're waiting for. Now that we know our market direction, okay, And also, when you're looking at market direction, you want to look at higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows, lower highs. For example, here on this uptrend, let's look at a trend. Okay, for example, I'm looking at this right here. Looking at this section right here. And this is how I study, guys. This is how I backtest. This is how I study. I do all of this. The same way I'm doing it to you guys, this is how I study. Now, what do we see here? What do we see at this on this uptrend? What do we see? So we see here, see higher highs. There you go. We have a lower low here. We have a higher high here. We have a higher low here. We have a higher high here. Oop. Higher high here. We have a higher low here. We have a higher high here. And we have a higher low here. Okay, so when you see higher highs and higher lows, you know that price is on an uptrend. Here. And higher low here. So when you see higher highs and higher lows, you know that price is trending to the upside. Now the opposite is also true. When you see lower lows, lower highs, you know that's on an uptrend. For example, here. Right here, you have a downtrend happening. And you can apply this on any market as well. This 8-step concept, you can apply it on any pair, whether it's stocks, crypto, foreign exchange, commodities, indices. You can apply it to any market. So whatever you learn here, you can apply elsewhere. I just want you guys to know that. Now, let's see here. Now here we have a higher high, but then price fell to create a new higher high. Price failed to create a new higher high. Instead, it dropped and created a lower low. Lower low here. Lower high. And then a lower low. Okay. So when you see lower lows, lower highs, you know that's a downtrend. Okay. and then price changed direction. It failed to create a lower low. Instead, it created a higher low because this low is higher than this previous low. And this high is higher than this previous high. This low, it's higher than this previous low. That's why it's a higher low. And this high, it's higher than this previous high. So that's why it's a higher high. And that's how you can tell that right now it's an uptrend. But here was on a downtrend because this low is lower than this previous low. Or this high is lower than this previous high. And then this low is lower than this previous low. Okay. But now that we know that price is currently right here, it's consolidating. There's no trend happening. You see, price here is not creating a trend. It's just going sideways. You see the difference? You see the difference? There's no trend happening. You see the difference between these two? Here, price is going sideways, but here there's a trend happening. So ideally, you want to trade when this is happening. When there's an uptrend, you want to take advantage of this, or a downtrend. But when it's like consolidating like this, you want to wait for the next break of structure. But it doesn't mean that you still can't capitalize. Yes, you can still capitalize during consolidation. It'll be a little bit more riskier. Now that we have that, you guys got this down, this first step, drop a 111 in chat if you guys got the first step down. You guys can know and recognize these higher highs, higher lows. Drop a 111 in chat if you guys got this down. Now that we know that price right now is consolidating, there's no trend happening. Right now we see price here. Okay. Awesome. Now let's move to the second step. Support and resistance zones at the 1 hour. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to the 1 hour and mark my support and resistance zones. Now for gold especially, I'm looking at whole numbers. I'm looking at key levels. They call it psychological numbers. Okay, so every 5 points, every 10 points. Okay, I'm gonna round it to the nearest whole number whenever I mark up my support and resistance zones. Now here, price is currently at 23.33. New York open just hit. Now where I'm gonna mark up my resistance. Where's my resistance? What's the nearest resistance? Okay, where do I see touches happening? Where do I see price action? Okay, I see price action around 23.50. 23.50 is my nearest, most recent resistance zone. Okay, because at that 1 hour. So my 1 hour, I have my outer zones. I'm looking at my outer zones at the 1 hour. Okay, I'm looking at what's happening in the outer area. So I'm gonna take my rectangle, not my rectangle, but my horizontal line. My horizontal line. Let's go, Sam. 23.50, yeah. That's a good move. So 23.50. Let me see. And take my horizontal line, draw it, put it at 23.50. 23.50 is my resistance. Welcome to Albuquerque. Bienvenidos. If you're returning home, make sure everybody's muted here. Okay. 23.50 is my resistance. Why 23.50? Because if you look closely, we have a lot of price action. We have touch here, a touch here. We have a lot of touches here. And then, we have price action here. You see how all these, this price was respecting this area here. You see that it's respecting this area. You see that? So that's a good resistance zone. Whenever you see price touching the same area, okay, that's a good resistance zone. You want at least 2 to 3 touches. You write this down. You get at least 2 or 3 touches. You get at least 2 or 3 touches in that same zone. That's either a good support or resistance zone. You need at least 2 or 3 touches to have a solid support and resistance zones. You need at least 2 to 3 touches in that same zone. Here we have more than 3 touches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a lot of touches in the 2350 area. So I'm going to draw my horizontal line at 2350. I'm going to round to the nearest whole number, which is 2350. It's not just random number like 2351, 2352, 2354. No. Like I said, every 10 is 5 points. So 2350, it's a key level. 2355 is another key level, right? I could also put it here if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that because I want to, I want at 2350 because we have more price action going on. We have more touches. Okay. So 2350.00. 2350. Okay. Now I'm going to take my rectangle. Rectangle. Draw my box there. And the width of my rectangle is 20 pips. 20 pips. So 2351, 2349. Okay. I'm going to make this gray for my hourly. So this is my hourly resistance zone. Okay. At 2350. The width of my rectangle is 20 pips. So 2351, 2349. So 2349 and 2351, that's a total of 20 pips because $1 equals to 10 pips on gold. $1 equals to 10 pips. So every time it fluctuates a dollar, every time it increases or decreases by $1, it's increasing or decreasing by 10 pips. Does that make sense? So right now, price is at 2332. If I see price going to 2331, that's 10 pips. 2330, that's 20 pips. And so forth. Does that make sense? So $1 equals to 10 pips on gold. Now, like I said, the width of my rectangle is 20 pips. Now that I have my resistance, I'm going to look for my support. Where's my support? At the hourly. So price is currently here. Boom, 23.25 is my support. 23.25. 23.25. Right there. You see how price touched here? You see that wick? Because it supported that zone right there. See that? Boom, it touched the support. So I'm going to take my rectangle. And we also have price action here. We see you have a lot of touches here within the zone. Take my rectangle. It's going to be my support. Remember 20 pips. 20 puntos es mi rectángulo. 20 puntos. Ese es mi soporte y esa es mi resistencia en el 1 hora. So I have my support and my resistance. Look, price respected here as well. You see? Price touched here. Price also touched here. You see why I drew it there at that price at 23.25? Because why? Look, we have touch here, a touch here, a lot of touches here. Price touched here as well. You see how respected this area? That's why that's a strong support level. Now I'm gonna wait for that next break of structure. See, we see price pushing down. Okay, now that I have my support and resistance zones at the 1 hour, now we're gonna move on to the third step, which is my internal zones at the 15-minute. If you guys got the second step, drop a 222 in chat. You guys got the second step down. We're on the same page. Drop a 222 in chat. Awesome. Now let's move on to the third step. I'm gonna go to the 15-minute and draw my internal zones. Now, I don't want too many, zones, too many rectangles going on in my chart because that's going to confuse you guys. That confuses me whenever I see a bunch of rectangles and lines, right? I want to keep it clean and simple. Now, on my 15-minute, I'm just going to draw the resistance zone because I already have my support. You can also use the 1 hour as a support or resistance when you're looking at the 15-minute. You can use the hourly zones as a support resistance. You don't have to draw like another, two more support and resistance zones on the 15-minute. Okay. You can just draw one, where price is, depending where price is currently at, depending where price is, you can draw either a support or resistance at the 15-minute. Does that make sense? So here we see price is pushing down. I'm gonna put my resistance here at 23.35 at the 15-minute. Okay. So like I said, the next whole number, the next quarterly zone. Okay, 23.35 is another key level. Like I said, every 5 to 10 points, it's a key level. Every 5 to 10 points. So 23.35 is a key level. So I'm gonna mark up my zone there at the 15-minute, my internal zone, because that is where price, there's a lot of price action here. We see price action here. You see, price was resisting, pushed up, retested, and boom. And it came back down, broke below structure, retest, push price down. Support, boom, went back to retest here. It looked like it wanted to break above this resistance, but it didn't. Instead, it pushed price down. See that? It created a resistance here. It created a resistance here. It wanted to break above. It closed, but guess what? This bearish candle came and is pushing price down. It never closed above and retest. No, it never gave me a retest. It wanted to break and retest, but it didn't. Instead, it broke above, but it closed above. But then look at this next candle. It's giving me an impulsive candle to the downside. So this is not a valid break and retest. Okay, I want to see a break, retest, and continuation. But it didn't do that. this is an invalid break and retest. So that's my resistance at the 15-minute. I'm gonna take, let me read a comment here. So if it breaks the bottom, it'll say selling or retest and push it to the upside. Yep. So like I'm explaining here. So let me just draw my resistance here. Let's meet everybody here. Make sure you guys are muted. Okay. Let me. So the resistance, my zone is going to be 20 pips, like I said, 23.36, 23.24. You see now it's pushing price down. Let me put this blue. Blue is my internal zone. Okay, at the 15-minute. Okay, now I have my outer zones, which is my 1 hour, my hourly zones. Okay, which is my gray zones, and then I have my internal zones at the 15-minute. Okay, this is my internal zone. Okay, I don't have to add another like 15-minute zone because I already have a support hourly zone here, so there's no need. Okay, I don't want to add a bunch of rectangles. I want to keep it simple and keep it clean. All right, now that I have my outer and my internal zones, so right now price is pushing down. Remember that at the 4 hour, right now price is consolidating. Okay. I'm waiting for that next break of structure. So when it breaks below 23.25, I'm in sell mode. Sell mode. It breaks below 23.25. I don't see the next break of structure. You always want to look for the next break of structure, the next break and retest. So it breaks below 23.25, breaks below my support level, then it's sell mode. I'm looking for sells. If it breaks above my 23.50 area, then this is buy mode. Buy mode. I'm looking for that buy trend. Okay. So we have buy mode up here, 23.50, above 23.50, buy mode. Below 23.25 is sell mode. Okay. Now that we have all three steps, drop a 3 to 3 in the chat. You got the third step down. We have the internal zone. Drop a 3 to 3 in the chat. All right. And it's good that we're doing this on a Tuesday, the beginning of the week. So that way you guys know what to do for the rest of the week and moving forward. You guys can look back at this recording and watch it, rewatch it over and over again until you understand it. And study it yourself, do it yourself, follow these 8 steps, and just put that reps in. Okay. Now we're gonna go to number 4, liquidity. Now liquidity just simply means money. It is money. Ask yourself, where is my money? Where is the money? Where do I see money? I see money everywhere. Okay. There's money up here. Money, where you see money is where you see orders, buy orders, sell orders, people placing orders, okay, stop losses. That's all money. So up here we have money. We have all these sellers that push price down. So this is money up here. So I'm going to draw my money sign there. And whenever you see liquidity, you can use that as exits, right? Target areas where you can take your profits. And also where, eventually price is going to head to this area here where the money is. Eventually price is going to stop out all these sellers, all these stop losses from all these sell orders. it's going to push price up, liquidate, and boom. Okay. So you can use liquidity as target areas, target zones. Okay. So we also have, money. So all this is money as well. All these sellers is all money. Let me see. We also have money here. Okay. This is money too. All these buy orders push price up. So I'm going to draw a money sign there. Put a money sign there. It's money right there. You can also determine liquidity at higher highs and higher lows. Write that down. Higher highs, higher lows, lower lows, lower highs. When you see that, that's money as well. That's all money at higher highs and higher lows. Imbalances, that's also money. For those that don't know what imbalances are, is just a gap in the market. For example, this is an imbalance right here. This big candle, it's an imbalance. Okay. This huge candle right here, that's an imbalance. Okay, right now it's creating an imbalanced candle. So that's money. Okay, that's a sell order. Eventually price has to fill that gap. It has to fill that imbalance. When there's an impulsive move, price has to, come back and fill that gap. Okay. So we have news in less than 10 minutes. So now that we have liquidity, we know where liquidity is. Drop a 444 in the chat. You guys got the fourth step down. We know where liquidity is. We know where the money is. And you can look at higher highs and higher lows. That also counts as liquidity whenever you see higher highs and higher lows. And another thing I wanna another thing I wanna point out here. Look, you see there was money here. There is money here. And guess what price did? It was consolidating, building up liquidity. There's all money here as well. Whenever you see consolidation, that's money as well. Whenever you see consolidation, that's just liquidity building up. And then look what price did. On Friday, there is news as well. On this past Friday, it pushed price up, liquidated, stopped all these sellers out. It was a fake out, and boom, pushed price up. It stop loss. It stopped out these sellers here and these buyers, right? And then push price down. You see that? That's a liquidity sweep. You guys heard about liquidity sweep? That's what it is. If this was a sweep, there's buyers and sellers. It was consolidating, building liquidity, and then push price up, stop out these sellers here, and then push price down. That's a liquidity sweep. That's stopping out all these sellers and buyers. Okay, that's how you can tell. The institutions came in and took out all these people's money that were buying and selling, buying and selling. Boom, boom. Okay, awesome. Now we're going to move on to the fifth step, which is break of structure and retest. Break of structure and retest. That's a new confirmation I added there. It's part of the list. I want to wait for that next break of structure. So right now we're looking for that next break of structure. So it's looking like it wants to break below 23.25. We have news in less than 10 minutes. So that could potentially break the 23.25 structure. Okay, that could potentially break the structure, or it could break above this structure. So we'll see. So the news that's happening less than in 6 minutes, you could potentially see a break of structure. Okay, either to the upside or the downside. So I'm going to wait for that next break of structure, and then following the break of structure, number 6, confirmation candle. There's a book that's called the Candlestick Trading Bible. Make sure you guys get that book, the Candlestick Trading Bible. I posted the PDF version in my chat, in Telegram chat. For those that don't have it, definitely check it out and study these candles. There's a lot of information that you can get from these candles. There's a lot of data. Okay, these candles can tell you a lot where price is heading. Before I take any trade, I want to see that there is a confirmation candle, whether it's bearish or bullish or a hammer or a doji candle for a reversal. Okay, these candles can explain, okay, whether it's going to be a reversal or a continuation. For example, here, this is a confirmation candle to the downside. So if you were to sell up here, you see there's 3 candles, right? This is a confirmation candle. This is a confirmation pattern. That price is continuing, it's a continuation to the downside. It's a continuation to the downside. Whenever you see 3 bearish candles, whenever you see 3 bearish candles in a row, that explains that it's pushing price down.
Yeah, go to the store. Go to the store.
Okay. Now, let me see, where else do I see confirmation candle? Same thing here. Look, we have 3 bullish candles in a row. When it hit the support level, you could have bought here. Why? Because look, we have 3 bullish candles in a row. What's this called? Like the 3, what is it? Solder. The 3 white soldiers. That's the name of it. The 3 white soldiers. Yeah. The 3 white soldiers. That's the name of it. You see 3 bullish candles in a row. That's called the 3 white soldiers. That's the name of it. Right. So whenever you see this, you know that price is pushing up. You could have bought there. Okay. Now we see price breaking below structure. Okay. See, we see price breaking below structure. We're waiting for that retest. I don't want to enter now. We're waiting for that retest. So now we're at 5, 6, 7. I'm looking at time. The 7th step, we're looking at the time. So every new hour, every 15-minute, 30-minute, 45-minute, price reacts. Okay. Every hour, every 15-minute, every 30-minute, every 45-minute, price tends to react. You're going to see a movement happening. Okay. So remember guys, every new hour, we're about to hit the new hour. So in 2 minutes, we're about to hit the new hour. So price is going to react. There's going to be a movement in the market. Every 15 minutes, every 30 minutes, and every 45 minutes within an hour, you're going to see price reacting. Right? You're going to see a big movement, a big push. So we're about to hit the new hour in less than a minute. I'm going to wait and be patient to see what price is going to be doing. This is where patience comes in. This is where discipline comes in. You don't want to take a trade right now because it's you don't know what price is going to be doing. You don't know what you're going to be expecting with price at the new hour. It can fake you out, or it can push down, or it can reverse on you, right? That's why you want to wait. You don't want to enter right now. If you were to enter right now, right, you're violating your rules. Okay, you want to be patient. What if you enter right now for a sell and it reverses on you? It doesn't go your way and it hits your stop loss. So that's why you want to wait for that retest. You want to wait for that retest, give you a confirmation candle, a bearish candle before the sell. So we just hit the new hour. You see that? It gave me a bullish candle. Right now it's respecting that zone. See that? It's giving me a bullish candle at the 50-minute. See, imagine if you were to enter that sell. You would have been stopped out. I just explained that. You see the importance of why you gotta wait? You guys see this? The new hour just hit, it pushed price up. You see how he reacted? If I were to enter a sell, you see, if I were to enter the sell here, it would have stopped me out. Because guess what price did at the new hour? It pushed price up. That's why you want to wait for that break of structure. It never broke below structure. It never broke below structure. Look, it never broke below structure. It closed within my zone. Whenever you guys see this wick, that's just liquidity. This wick, it's liquidity. That's just liquidity. It never closed below structure. Closed within my structure and push price up. Okay. Now we see pushing price up. That's why you gotta wait. Be patient and trade after news. So now that we're waiting for that next break of structure, I want to wait to see if price will break above 23.35. Maybe it will shoot up. Take out this liquidity. See that retest. Because we do have money here as well. We have money here. Okay, from these sell orders. We have money up here. Now, we can also go to Impulse, confirm it. I like to use Impulse as a scanner because it gives me double confirmation of where price is heading. It will give me signals. It will give me buy signals or sell signals. So that way I'm more confident on taking my trades. I like to look at the 5-minute on Impulse. I like to take my trades based off the 5-minute. So I'm looking at the 5-minute. What do we see? We see the trend arrow down, a red trend arrow, and a red strength arrow. We have a red micro trend arrows up to the 1 hour. So right now, sellers are dominating. Sellers are dominating. So we're looking for sells. This price is below this EMA line. So when we see price below the EMA, this primary EMA, you're looking for sells. You're not looking for buys, you're looking for sells. Here, yes, you're looking for buys because price is above this EMA. This EMA stands for exponential moving average. It average it averages out all the candles, about 50 candles, I believe. It averages about 50 candles. It takes the average of it and it gives you a average, a moving average. So whenever you see price above this EMA, you're looking for buys. When it's below, when it goes from red to blue, from blue to red, you're looking for sells. Okay. And we also see the secondary EMA. The secondary EMA, this red is above the blue. Red above blue. So that's another confirmation for sells. Red is above blue. When you see red above blue, that's sell confirmation. Vice versa, when you see blue above red, that's buyer's confirmation. So right now, Impulse is giving me sell signals. Okay, so I'm looking for sells. I'm looking for sells. And you also you see this red micro trend arrow? That's even a plus right there. I like seeing this right here. Whenever I see this red micro trend arrow, that's a plus. When you see that pop up, okay, it's going on a sell. Guarantee. It's pushing price down. Whenever you see a blue arrow, that's for buys. That'll give you buy confirmation. So when this popped up, as soon as this popped up, guess what price did? It pushed price down. You see? It pushed price down. And it's continuing to the downside. Now I'm waiting for that next break of structure below 23.25. So it could break below. It could break below this support. See that break and retest. There's a confirmation. I want to see that happening. I'm waiting for that next break of structure below my 23.25 area. So around here, I want to see that break of structure. You see this micro pivot lines, these dashed lines? Okay. You can use these lines as a break of structure, as a break of structure, right? These pivot lines are they like counter trend lines? Now I'm still waiting. It hasn't broken below my structure yet. You see how it filled half of this imbalance? You see? This was an imbalance and it came back to fill it halfway. And then it pushed price down. Every time there's an impulsive move, it has to come back up to fill it up. Not all imbalances get filled, but some do. Like this one here, it got filled halfway. And it came back down. Okay, so I'm being patient and I'm waiting for that next break of structure. I'm not taking any trades right now. I'm not taking any trades because we haven't seen a break of structure and retest. And I also want to see a confirmation candle. So whenever I see this, okay, I do see price breaking below. So I'm going to mark up my 23.25, 23.20. It's my next key level. 23.20 is my next key level. Boom. 23.20. 23.15. It's my next one. 23.15. Because we saw price pushing here. You see here? You look left to be right. You see some price action here. That's money as well. That's also money. So we have price pushed down on Sunday to 23.15. maybe it'll come back down to liquidate, right? So 23.15, I see that happening. I'm waiting for that break of structure, that break and close. I want to see the price push down, close, retest, and then boom. Break, retest. I want to see a confirmation candle, a bearish candle forming at the retest before I take my sell. The downside. 23.20 can be my TP1. 23.15 can be my TP2. And for those that wanted to do 1, 2, 3, 23.10 can be my TP3. 23.10. Whenever I see this wick, right now we're in seller's momentum. Like this huge wick is pushing price down. That's a good sign. That's an indication that price is pushing down. Whenever you see this huge wick, whenever you see a wick at the top of the body of the candle, it's pushing price down. You see why it's so important to study these candles? Because it gives you a lot of information. You see this huge wick, this is like a hammer, right? It's pushing price down. See that? It's pushing price down. Just like how you see these wicks here, it's pushing price up. You see these wicks here, here, it's pushing price up. Now that we see that it's pushing price down, okay, I'm waiting for that retest. I'm being patient and I'm going to wait for that retest. I'm going to look at the 5-minute. I'm going to look at the 5-minute. I'm waiting and I'm going to wait for that 15-minute mark. You see, we're still at the let me see, it's 7:11 Arizona time, which is 9:12. It just hit the 12 mark. So it's 9:12 Central Time, 10:12 Eastern, 7:12 Arizona time. So I'm waiting for we still have 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes for my new candle to form for the 15-minute mark. Remember, guys, every hour, every 15-minute, 30-minute, 45 minutes, you're gonna see price reacting. Okay. So at the next candle, potentially we can see a break of structure, break and close below. Oh, we could see price just respecting the zone. Okay. We'll see. I'm waiting for the next candle to form. And you already know, according to Impulse, it's still giving me selling signals. Let me refresh it. You always want to refresh Impulse every time you go back. Let me make sure you refresh it. It's still giving me selling signals. Look at that. It's breaking below now. It's breaking below. We have less than a minute for the next candle. There you go. Look at that. I like that. Stop loss can be anywhere between 40 to 50 pips. So 23.25, 23.30 up here. It's the 1, 2, 3. I'm being patient right now. I'm not taking any trades. I'm waiting for that retest. 23.10. 23.30 is my stop loss. 23.25 is my entry. I want to wait for that retest before I take my sell. I'm also waiting for that confirmation candle. So this is a potential trade that we're looking at for this sell. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Okay, we just hit the 15-minute mark. I'm waiting for that retest back to this area of interest. I'm waiting, guys. We just got the break. I want to see that retest. I'm still waiting. Boom. If we were to take the sell right there, TP1 would have been hit, but that's okay. I'm not missing out on nothing. Don't feel like you're missing out. You're not missing out. You're just following your trading plan. When you follow your trading plan, you're already winning. There's got to be a pullback. You're gonna expect a pullback. Because I see this happening way too many times, and then price eventually pulls back. For those that took it, great. TP1 hit, but I'm being patient. I'm waiting for that retest. If you guys are getting some value, drop some fire emojis in the chat. Drop some fire emojis in the chat if you guys are understanding. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we got that break of structure. I'm waiting for my retest back to my zone. Sellers are coming into the market. They're dominating right now. Look at the 1 hour. I'm waiting for that retest. See impulse broke below here. So that's a good sign. Let's go, Stephanie. Thank you, Sam. That's awesome. You see? You see? You see that bullish candle? So guys, wait for that retest to 23.25. And then you also want to see a bearish candle here before you take the sell. We still have less than 10 minutes. We have less than 10 minutes for the new 15-minute candle. That new 15-minute candle may result a bullish candle and may retest back to that zone. When you see that, probably within the 30-minute, 45-minute, you'll see that selling, that bearish candle forming at the 5-minute. So just pay attention to that. See that bullish candle right there? It's pushing price up, and they push price up back to the zone, and then push price down, retest. So this is a potential trade idea here. Okay. Wait for that retest. Wait for that confirmation candle, that bearish. I want to see a bearish candle here at the retest before I take my sell. Whenever I see a bearish candle forming, that's when you take it. Boom. Okay. So being patient, being disciplined is so key. Because why? Because if you're to enter the sell right now, you would have been in drawdown, right? If you're to enter right here, you would have been in drawdown. Sheesh. Looks like price is just continuing to the downside. It's giving me an impulsive move at the 15-minute. It's giving me an impulsive move. Eventually, it has to pull back up. Every time there's a break of structure, it has to come back. Eventually, it's going to come back. Trust me on this. TP2 is about to be hit. Let's go. Yeah, it is. But we'll see. We'll see. It could potentially pull back and then a continuation to the downside. We have less than a minute left on this new for the next 5-minute candle. We also have less than 10 minutes for the next 15-minute candle. So that could push price up. Just be careful. Every 15 minutes, every 30 minutes, every 45 minutes, every new hour, price tends to react. So at the 30-minute mark, it could push price up. But yeah, it's right now seller's dominant. It's pushing price down. We could have entered here at 23.20. For those that want to take advantage of this sell, 23.20. It's a potential entry as well because why it broke below. Broke below. Came back. Boom. This from more for like scalping. See, we have an area here. 23.20 is also a key level. So we could draw. Boom. This is more for scalping. My scalpers. I'm gonna catch a quick 30 pip, 50 pip move. This could have been a potential entry there. I know CJ's a scalper. So this could have been a scalp move right here. 23.20. Just draw my zone there. 23.21. 23.19. 20 pips. It's my zone. And break below. Break below. You see how it's coming back to retest. See that? Continuation to the downside. For those that missed this entry, okay, I'm looking for my next entry right here. But before I take this sell, I want to see a bearish candle. I want to see a bearish candle before I do. I want to see a bearish candle forming before I do so. Okay. So we have a bullish candle. It's pushing price up. You guys want to wait for the 30-minute mark? Let me know. I pretty much covered all 8 steps. So for those that got, that got all the 8 steps down, you guys understand that we're on the same page, and drop an 888 in the chat. 888 in the chat. You guys got all 8 steps. Let's go. Right now, we're just being patient. We're looking for that retest. It could happen at the 30-minute mark, 45-minute mark, or even the next hour. Let the trade come to you. Don't rush your trade. Don't force it. Let the trade come to you. You guys can also set up alarms. So, I'm going to set up an alarm here at 23.25. 23.25, cross up, 23.25. Boom. Set up an alarm at 23.25. So when it hits this level, this area, it will notify me, and then I'll be ready for that sell. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You see, we have less than 2 minutes for the next, for the 30-minute mark. You see how price is pushing up? You guys want to wait for this to play out? Let me know in the chat if you guys want to wait. For those that want to leave, it's okay. This is recorded. You can always come back and watch it. I understand if you guys need to leave. It's all good. This is being recorded anyways. It'll be uploaded my YouTube channel. If you guys haven't subscribed on my YouTube, the link is in the chat. Or just go to grow with Carlos. Search up Grow with Carlos and it'll pop up. All right, awesome. Let's go ahead and watch this play out. We have a couple seconds left. We have a few seconds, 15 seconds. Yeah, we're at the 30-minute mark. Look at the 15-minute. Okay. Okay. See that? It's pushing price up. It's retesting 2320. So 2321. It's looking like it wants to push back up to 2325. Look at the 15-minute. Yeah, look at that. 15-minute candle. This is a support wick at the 15-minute. If you look at the 15-minute, look at this. It wicked back to 2315 area, push price up. Now it's looking like it wants to retest. I like to look at the 15-minute time frame for as a confirmation as well. I like to look at the 15-minute candles. Look at that. It's pushing price up. But I'm going to be patient. When it touches this area, I want to wait for that bearish candle to form before I take the sell. Of course. Because I want you guys to get it, to really get it, to really like see it, you know? That's why I'm walking you guys through. Because I can see you guys trade ideas and and all this and the numbers and but how is that going to help you? Like, why are you taking a trade? It's not the profits that you make. It's not about the money. It's not about oh, I won. It's not about that, guys. Like, why did you take it? It's not just taking a trade just to take it, but why are you taking it? What's your entry strategy? What's your exit strategy? Guys, this is a profession. This is not a game. It's not gambling. This is a pure profession. You guys want to be traders? You guys want to be you guys want to like accomplish your goals as a trader, right? This is a long-term game. You gotta be really patient with this. You gotta be really disciplined with this. How into the numbers and take the trade, but understanding in real time is a real teacher. Yeah. You understand why you're taking a trade. You see how it touched 2323, it went up to 2323. Waiting, I'm waiting. Make sure everybody's muted here. Awesome. We have 16 people strong on this call. I do appreciate you guys for still being on, always being students. Look at the 15-minute. Okay. This is pushing price down. That's a good sign. Now it didn't retest back to that zone like all the way, but it did give me this confirmation candle here, right? It's pushing price down. We could see a continuation to the downside. We just hit the 35-minute mark. For those that want to take the sell, go ahead and take it. Or if you guys want to wait for the 45-minute mark, you guys can wait. But yeah, that's a potential sell right there. You can go in for that sell, cash the take profit one can be 23.15, take profit two can be 23.10. You guys can enter because that's a good sign right there. Make sure you guys have a stop loss. Make sure you guys have a stop loss. Please, 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 please have a stop loss. Like, for God's sake, please. So you guys can enter. TP1 can be 23.15, TP2 23.10. I see price pushing down. Yeah, that 15-minute candle, sheesh. Yeah, it's pushing price down. It's gonna liquidate. It's gonna liquidate this right here. This is money right here. So I do see price pushing down. Stop loss can be at 23.25. CP 23.15, TP1. Let me know if you got in. 325. Let me know if you guys got in. You guys could take it now, or you guys can wait for the 45-minute mark. You guys take it. Trade at your own risk. Use proper risk management. Awesome. Let me see. TP1 2315, TP2 2310. My YouTube channel. Let me see who's in Profit Soul Sheet. Let's go, Los. Let's go. I'm in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. My YouTube channel is Grow with Carlos. My YouTube channel is Grow with Carlos. Let me actually show it here. This is it right here. What is this? Make sure you guys have a stop loss. This could be a 1-2. This is a 1-2 risk reward. You guys can wait. We have what, 3 minutes for the 45-minute mark? This is my YouTube channel, by the way. Right here. Go with Carlos. I posted all recordings here, all the recordings from last week, from the last month. They're all on here. Okay. Let me see here. Share my link here in the chat.